Past midnight on a quiet evening, light beneath the bedroom door. Dad stopped in the darkened hallway, knocked the way he had before. Still awake, yes, can I come in? Linda on her bed with pages, book open but her eyes were gone. The late night talk, the edge of the bed, two people in the lamp soft spread. No emergency, nothing wrong, just a question humming along. What will the future look like, Dad? What will it be, and what gets had? He sat down quiet, let it breathe. The late night talk beneath the eaves. Did something happen? No, just thinking. What about? She held the pause. About the future, what it looks like, whether I'll be ready for Dad. Dad nodded slow, the way he does it when the question isn't small. Sat there thinking for a moment, back against the bedroom wall. I used to think about that too, at exactly where you are. She looked at him, and what happened? He looked back at some far star. It came out different than I pictured, better here and harder there. But on the whole, he found the words slow, not so bad beyond compare. The late night talk, the edge of the bed, two people in the lamp soft spread. No emergency, nothing wrong, just a question humming long. What will the future look like, Dad? What will it be, and what gets had? He sat down quiet, let it breathe. The late night talk beneath the eaves. Linda smiled a little sideways. Not so bad, that's what you've got. Is not so bad enough to aim for, he said. For starters, quite a lot. There's a thing that only fathers can deliver in the night. Not the answer, not the roadmap, just the weight of it done right. He had lived the years she's fearing, walked through all the open doors. Better somewhere, harder somewhere, still he's sitting on her floor. That's the gift of midnight doorways, knocking soft on someone's light. Not to fix the future for them, just to sit with them at night. Nothing promised, nothing certain, just I thought this too back then. And the future came regardless, and it's fine. Not perfect, fine. Dad stood up without big language, smoothed the blanket by her knee. Get some sleep, she said okay then, smiled again. Small, quiet, free. Light went off beneath the door frame, house went back to dark and still. Linda lay there, ceiling quiet, something warm against the chill. The late night talk, not so bad, best thing any daughter had. No big speech, no grand design, just a father, just a sign that the future comes in different, better one place, harder one. But on the whole, for a beginning, not so bad beneath the sun. and stood up straight, said of course, without a hesitation. 2 blocks down, the corner store, he had the list, he had a mission. He walked slowly, read it twice, read it once more just to be sure. Every word felt like a weight. He was gonna get this right. First solo trip to the store, list in hand, 2 blocks away. Milk and bread and cheese and apples on a quiet Tuesday day. Not the biggest thing that happened, not a mountain, not a war, just a boy becoming something on a first solo trip to the store. Bread was easy, apples easy, cheese was there beside the bread. Then he stopped in front of the cooler. Milk, but which one? Nothing said. Rows of bottles, rows of labels, white and yellow, red and green. Mom hadn't written down the details, but he knew, he'd always seen. He remembered how she reached 3rd shelf up a little left. Blue cap, that particular label. He knew it like he knew her hands. He picked it up and held it gently, set it in the basket slow, paid the man and got his change back, turned around and headed home. First solo trip to the store, list in hand, 2 blocks away. Milk and bread and cheese and apples on a quiet Tuesday day. Not the biggest thing that happened, not a mountain, not a war, just a boy becoming something on a first solo trip to the store. He laid it out on the kitchen table, everything in a careful line. Mom came over, checked each item, said you got it right, well done. He asked which milk should I get next time. She said the one with the blue cap, see. He nodded once and filed it somewhere deep and permanent and free. Years from now in some other kitchen, his own list, his own blue cap. He'll reach the 3rd shelf, little leftward, and something in him will come back. A Tuesday, Mom not feeling well, a piece of paper, his 2 hands. The weight of being trusted fully, the quiet joy of yes I can. First solo trip to the store, list in hand, 2 blocks away. Milk and bread and cheese and apples on a quiet Tuesday day. Not the biggest thing that happened, not a mountain, not a war, just a boy becoming something on a first solo trip to the Sunday morning, kitchen table, coffee going cold. Dad would spread the paper out like a story to be told. Sports and news and comics, every section in its place. Comics always saved for kids, that was just the way. Nobody touched him while he read, that was understood. The quiet of a Sunday was a sacred kind of good. The Sunday paper, ink and light, a dining table, morning bright. Don't disturb him, that's the rule. But some rules bend for someone new. The Sunday paper, slow and wide, two people reading side by side. No words required, no need to say, just together in the Sunday way. The Sunday paper. Sarah was 11 when she looked up from the comics, and something in the headlines caught her curious eye. She asked him, "Dad, can I read the news instead today?" He lifted up his glasses, didn't even ask her why, just said, "Of course," and slid the section across the table. She settled in beside him, quiet, still and sure. No giggling at the cartoons, no. She read it serious, like she'd always done exactly this before. The Sunday paper, ink and light, a dining table, morning bright. Don't disturb him, that's the rule. But some rules bend for someone new. The Sunday paper, slow and wide, two people reading side by side. No words required, no need to say, just together in the Sunday way. The Sunday paper. It wasn't much, a section slid across the wood, but something shifted quietly, the way these small things should. She didn't need an invitation twice. He didn't need to say, "You're growing up so nice." Just glasses up, just paper move, just roommate at the table. A daughter and a father present, close and able to sit inside the silence of a Sunday morning still, and read the world together on the windowsill. The Sunday paper, ink and light, a dining table, morning bright. Don't disturb him, that's the rule. But some rules bend for someone new. The Sunday paper, slow and wide, two people reading side by side. No words required, no need to say, just together in the Sunday way. The Sunday paper. Every Sunday after that, she'd pull her chair up close. Not always the same section, but always with him most. beside the water stood a bench with a cracked board. Someone hung a little sign there: do not sit. That was all. Nearly a year it stood that way, the sign that cracked the pond. People walked on by and read it. Ducks kept swimming on beyond. The broken bench by the water waited out the rain. Almost a year of not sitting, almost a year of the same. Then one morning it was different. Fresh board, fresh paint, fresh air. Nobody knew who did it, but somebody was there. The sign was gone without a trace. The wood was smooth and new, painted even, clean and level, drying in the morning dew. People asked around the city, knocked on the office door. City Hall just shrugged and told them, wasn't us, not our floor. But the bench sat by the pond, where the old ones come to feed. Breadcrumbs for the ducks on Sundays, that's all anyone would need. To guess who picked up tools one evening, said nothing, worked alone, fixed the thing that needed fixing, then quietly went home. The broken bench by the water waited out the rain. Almost a year of not sitting, almost a year of the same. Then one morning it was different. Fresh board, fresh paint, fresh air. Nobody knew who did it, but somebody was there. No announcement, no certificate, no name upon the wood, just a bench beside a pond now, standing like it should. The kind of good that asks for nothing, leaves before the thank you comes, works in early morning silence, then disappears like someone's done. Now the old ones sit there Sundays, toss their bread out to the birds. The bench holds steady, painted evenly, no plaque, no thanks, no words. Somewhere someone knows they did it, somewhere someone smiles alone. A small good thing done in the darkness before the morning light was shown. The broken bench by the water waited out the rain. Almost a year of not sitting, almost a year of the same. Then one morning it was different. Fresh board, fresh paint, fresh air. Nobody knew who did it, but somebody was there. The broken bench by the water, nobody signed their name. That's the whole and entire had an old red Ford, 1971, loud and smelling like gasoline and grease baked in the sun. Dean had always wanted to ride in the back bed. Mom said absolutely not, so he dreamed about it instead. Every time that truck pulled up, rattling down the lane, Dean would look at that open bed and wish again. Uncle's truck, old red Ford, Uncle's truck, loud and warm and free, half a mile on a dirt road was all that Dean would need. Sky and open fields, hands upon the side, Uncle's truck on an October road, the best of any ride. The best of any ride. One October run drove them out to a farm for Halloween. Pumpkins loaded in the truck bed, orange against the green, heading back on the empty road. Not a soul around. Ron pulled over, engine idling, barely made a sound. He turned and looked at Dean and said, real quiet, real slow, get in the back and do it quick before your mama knows. Dean didn't ask a second time. He was up and over the side, standing in that old truck bed, heart about to fly. Uncle's truck, old red Ford, Uncle's truck, loud and warm and free, half a mile on a dirt road was all that Dean would need. Wind and sky and open fields, hands upon the side, Uncle's truck on an October road, the best of any ride. Best of any ride. Half a mile they took it slow, on the flat and even ground, fields on both sides going golden, not another sound. Dean held the rail and felt the wind come rolling off the land. Sky so wide it had no edges, everything unplanned. That half a mile lasted longer than a half a mile should, the way the best things always do when they're understood. Not the pumpkins, not the farm, not the Halloween to come, just a boy in an old truck bed under an October sun. They pulled back onto the main road. Dean climbed back up front. Mom was sitting like she before the year was gone. Uncle struck old red Ford, a secret and a wink, the kind of thing you carry with you further than you think. Across the country, 2 weeks out, sometimes 3. Said he never was a writer, said that words don't come that free. Paul would wait beside the window, watch the road for headlights late. No envelopes, no handwriting, just the engine at the gate. That was how it always was. That was how it always went. Until one afternoon in autumn came a crooked letter sent. A letter to my father that he'd never get to read, written in the early morning, just because of need. Dad wrote first across Wyoming, red and yellow open sky. Paul wrote back though no one's waiting. Sometimes you just have to write. I saw a sunset yesterday out over Wyoming wide, red and yellow going everywhere. You would have understood inside. Home in 5 days, Dad, that was all, the whole of it. Crooked pen on plain white page, but Paul read it once and twice, and one more time before the age of sleeping came and took him under. And he dreamed of open roads, red and yellow over flatlands, and his father heading home. Morning came and Paul sat down, pulled a paper, found a pen. Dad already driving homeward, wouldn't get a letter then. Didn't matter, hand kept moving. Words came quiet, words came clear. A letter to my father that he'd never get to read, written in the early morning, just because of need. Dad wrote first across Wyoming, red and yellow open sky. Paul wrote back though no one's waiting. Sometimes you just have to write. Dad, I'm glad you wrote it down. I pictured it, I really did. Red and yellow over Wyoming, like you said, I got it, Dad. I'm waiting. Paul sealed the envelope and held it, didn't walk it to the box, just sat there with it on the table. Something in it came unlocked. That's the thing about about the letters that will never find their way. They're not written to be answered, they're written for the day, for the morning after reading 3 times through a crooked hand, for the feeling that your father saw a sky and thought he'd understand. 2 men, quiet, miles between them. One drove west, one held a pen. Neither one was good with language, both said everything right then. Dad came home following Thursday. Truck pulled in around the dusk. They didn't mention Wyoming, didn't need to make a fuss. But at dinner Paul looked over, and his father caught his eye. Something passed between them easy, like a red and yellow sky. A letter to my father, sitting in a drawer unsent. Doesn't need a destination to say exactly what it meant. Dad, I saw it when you wrote it, all that red and yellow wide. Wyoming in the early evening. You were right, I understood inside. Game was set to cancel, rain came pouring down. First inning hadn't started, clouds rolled into town. Coach Koval looked up at the sky and didn't blink. We're playing, that's what he said, no time to think. Boys looked at each other, standing in the wet. Nobody had played a game like this one yet. Life is not always sunny, he said it calm and plain. Learn to play your best game even in the rain. So they took the field in puddles, gloves already soaked. Ball was slipping, boots were sliding, nobody even spoke. Just the sound of rain on leather, bat on a wet ball. Coach Koval watching from the dugout, standing tall. Rainy baseball, 3-2, rainy baseball, soaked right through. Ball was sliding, field was mud. Nobody complained. Nobody complained. Rainy baseball, best game ever played. Coach Koval said 20 years of coaching in the sun. Rainy baseball, this was the one. 9 innings in the downpour, nobody gave in. Something about the weather made them want to win. Not for glory, not for trophy, something else was there. Playing through the hardest things because you didn't care. Electric piano, warm like a locker room that steams. Clean guitar like the crack of a bat through rain and dreams. Analog synths like clouds that part for just a moment bright. Deep bass like the mud beneath your cleats, holding tight. Take warmth like a wet wool jacket hung up on the wall. Slow groove like the innings rolling through the rain and all. Final out, the score was 3-2, they'd held the line. Something in the soaking wet had made it all just fine. Rainy baseball. 3, 2, 2. Rainy baseball. So bright, so right through. Ball was sliding, field was mud. Nobody complained. Nobody complained. Nobody complained. Rainy baseball, best game ever played. Coach Koval said 20 years of coaching in the sun. Rainy baseball. This was the one. Locker room was laughing. Nobody complained. Ringing up their socks now. Everything was drained. Not a single grumble, not a single word. Just the sound of laughing, best sound ever heard. Coach sat in the corner, quiet with a smile. 20 years of coaching, never felt this style. Life is not always sunny, that's what he had said. Turns out the rainy ball game lived on years ahead. Rainy baseball, 1 and 3 to 2. Rainy baseball, Coach Koval knew. Every sunny practice, every perfect day. Rainy baseball showed them another way. Gloves dried out and socks wrung on the floor. Rainy baseball, nobody wanted more. Rain came down on first pitch, more than it would seem. Play through every weather, that's the only call. Rainy baseball, Coach Koval, best game of them all. Every Friday, 7 o'clock, the Odo family down the block walk into the theater in a line. Didn't matter what was showing fine. Sometimes great and sometimes not. A bad film in a good time slot, but nobody complained about the screen. The movie wasn't really what it seemed. One large popcorn, that's the rule. Dad held it like a sacred tool. Passed it left and passed it right. That was Friday, that was right. Friday night movies. Rain or shine, we go. Same 4 seats in the darkness, watching the picture show. Didn't need a reason, didn't need a sign. Friday night movies, every single time. Then one fall the kids grew up, started filling someone else's cup. Friday nights with friends in tow, somewhere else they had to go. The house went quiet, just the two, Mom and Dad, and what to do. She put on her coat and said, should we still go? He just nodded, reached ahead. Walking down the same old street, same 2 tickets, same 2 seats. She laughed a little, soft and low, said, Friday night movies, just the 2 of us. Kids are gone on Fridays now, is this still a plus? He looked at her and simply said, it's not fun. funny, dear. It's a tradition, that's why we are here. Not about the film at all, not the summer blockbuster, not the credits on the wall. It's the walking there together. It's the popcorn and the cold. It's the Friday being Friday. It's a story being told. Some things hold a family long after kids have flown. A theater on a corner so nobody feels alone. She takes his arm, he holds the bag. The lights go dim inside. Whatever's on the screen tonight doesn't matter much. They're side by side. Years go by, the theater stays, same marquee in different days. Sometimes they forget the plot by Sunday morning, like as not. But they remember walking there, the autumn cold, the evening air, the popcorn warm against his knee. That part they always clearly see. Friday night movies, Mom just laughs and says, "Isn't this a little funny?" After all these years, Dad just smiles and takes her hand. Same answer, same refrain. It's a tradition. See you here next week again.